Okay. Oh, 8 people in the live. Okay, cool. Sorry about the delay. I've got to get everything set up. Y'all, please, Miss BB's not feeling so well, so we'll just clip this on the outside. Y'all don't mind, huh? As long as it's close to the chest. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, y'all. 27 people in live. Whew. Okay. Okay, me, your channel. Okay. Facebook. We have to give everybody the opportunity to join. You know, I think that's fair. Okay. We did it there. Let's go to the page. Man, thank you for all the supporters out there. And you know, I know people will be like, well, you say all the short bus people. No, I'm not saying the short bus people. Let's get it out the way now. What I'm saying is people that keep saying the same thing for whatever suits their fancy. We're not gonna get in that too bad, but just know we're here, we're doing this. Are you live? We live. Let's give it to Twitter. And I say that's good enough. What y'all say? Shoot. And we don't get nothing past Twitter. I think that's important too. They join, they join. They don't. Okay. Okay. I hope everybody's ready for tonight. We got 53 people in here. Let's check out let's go do some quick shout out to everybody. Aloha, Robert. Now the time, yep, like it now. Adam Atkins, what's up, Bruce? Blessings, Mr. Brown. Blessing to you, Silvana. Rick, what up, boy? Brahms is coming. Hold on here. Good evening, all. Alita, Wanda, good evening. Jay Lee, gang, gang, what's up, fam? Rick, bang, bang. Yep, hello, you too. Happy to see you here. Yeah, April, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see my lovely co-host tonight is not going to be here. She's not feeling 100%, and so I would not stress her out. I believe that everybody has to walk away from things from time to time. And so, like I told her, please just get you some rest. Oh, look at my shirt. Oh, y'all should have told me I'm my belly out there like that. Yeah. Look, Denise, what's up? Gang, gang. Yeah, you know it's gang all day. Gurkha, what's up? Ray Osborne, what's going on? What's the Russian oil and get on more Iraqi oil? Ray Osborne, I say that's 100% true statement. Let's get down to business. What's up, J.A. Jordan? That's my boy. I talked to him yesterday. Shout out AJ and his wife, DC Big E. What up, bro? Sammy D. Hit the like. Thank you, Sammy D. Hit the like for Sammy D too. Paul Lund. Stop by on my way to breakfast. Good morning, Paul. How's it in the sandbox? Valerie, hello. Eric, what's going down? Where's the bombs at? I'm bringing them, Jay Lee. Give me a minute, man. Let me say hello to everybody. D. Holla was good, Mr. and Mrs. B. Miss B downstairs. I'm sure she's tuning in. Hey, Miss B, I hope you out there. I hope you're feeling better. She was trying to get a little rest on before everything that happened. Do you think it will ever float? I mean, Eric, you got to think about this. Do they want to float or is I could argue it both ways, honestly. You could float or it could be a serious reinstatement at a certain number and not float it. You could go either way with it. I could argue it either way. Yo, yo, what's up, Frederick? Jeffrey, what's up, fam? Darnell, the Bachelor, man. If anybody, ladies, are looking for a bachelor, I got the Bachelor in here tonight. So y'all need to get with that boy. Dr. Ed, I got a big earache, but turned it. We're ready for Sunday, bro. Man, I hope so, man. I hope you're feeling better too. Linda, okay, hello to you only. Oh, okay. Well, hey, Linda, hello to you too. Duncan. Hey, man, shout out to Australia. Willie Walker, gang, you know what it is. Anthony Black, gang. You know when you see me, it's gang. If you're going to spam the chat with something, when you see your colonel, you say gang. Because you know I'm about to talk some real major tonight. Because tonight we're going to go over something I think is mucho importante. And that is, guess what? Inflation. How does inflation affect the government? How does inflation affect the currency? And what inflation has done to Iraq? So when you hear these articles come out that say inflation, we're doing this for inflationary measure, we're doing for this, I'm going to show you where you can call BS. I'm also going to show you where you can look forward and see, okay, they're saying this, but what they're really meaning is this, because I'm going to define inflation. I'm going to define inflation as far as imports and exports are concerned. We're going to talk about all that. So please just hold on a few minutes. Let's say hello to everybody. Antoinette, hey fam, hit us with the bombs. Whoop, whoop, you know, man. It's like she looked in my tablet. Antoinette, I'm going to need you to stop hacking my tablet, okay? I think you all in my Benny. Margarita Marine, what's up, my folk? AJ Jordan, you know that's my people. Kavai McCoy, aloha. Sean, what's going on, Big Daddy? Jeffrey, pause on that, Big Daddy. Jeffrey Dockett, what up, big dog? You too, salute the king. Grant, what's up, man? Yo, Mr. Brando, yo, Grant. Margarita, Miss BB, you know, she's laying it down. Grant, okay, we're at the end of it. Grant, gang nuke bumps. You want some nukes? Y'all, have you guys ever really sat down and really analyzed what inflation means to a currency? Dude, why am I, look at my phone, y'all. This is why I hate Apple sometimes, man. I got to reset my phone. Okay, hold on. No, I don't. Okay. Nicole, look, shout out Nicole. Shout out Megan. Shout out CZ if you out there. Shout out, and you all know it's every day for me. It's Financial Friday. I love my folks in Financial Friday. Shout out each and every one of them. You know we a person down. That person has told me we got to see it through. Shout out my girl Deb. Shout out Financial Fridays. Shout out Miss Pam, Miss Linda, Miss Agnes. Shout out my boy Mr. Woody. Shout out everybody that turns out every week from week to week to give up their time to talk about our favorite investment, to talk about what's going on, to get the actual and factual. And thank you. I thank you for it. Like you all told me, we need you, B. No, you don't need me. I need you. I need you guys because I'm telling you guys right now, as a person that's been in this investment, you need people. Even the negative sometimes is a positive because that means people are actually turning in. If they're turning in, guess what? If they're listening to what you got to say and they're really taking that to a different level and they're really trying to, like, I talked to Nadar the other day. I said I don't talk to nobody. I talked to Nadar on my chat. He a good dude. I mean, you know, people going to go through it with other people. I think what I've learned with losing people and gaining people is you got to have a forgiving heart. Don't mean I'm going to mess with you. Don't get it twisted now. I'm still Brando. Don't mean I'm going to mess with you. It just means that before I pass total judgment on somebody or something or some investment, I think we all have to have an open ear and a forgiving heart. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up? It's Saturday over in Australia. Dang, it's already Saturday. 100%. Hit the like, hit the fire button. Okay, y'all, let's get to it. Let's get to the Benny. Okay? You know what the Benny is. If you gang, you know what Benny is. Benny is business. When I say Benny, you going to know it's business. When I'm getting to my Benny, I'm talking my ish. You know, when I get to talking my ish, I'm on that level. Like, you know, I'm getting up there. So, and people say, well, why do you holler? Dude, because I'm excited. When I get excited, I express myself. If you want to listen to the news from Walter Cronkite and it just be one monotone tone, you know what? You might want to tune out and tune off because, yeah, my voice going to get hot. Yeah, I'm going to yell. I'm going to be excited on some points. Some points I'm going to be a little different. It's called voice inflection. You should learn about that there. We got 50 likes. I'm going to need about 20 more likes before we get started. Yeah, that's right. It's a taxation right now. 103 people. Can I get 20 likes real quick, please? Please, I'm asking really nicely. I'm going to really give you some insight, please. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 45 seconds. I got one. We jumped up to 7. Okay, can we get to 20? Look at that, 60. We hit the number. One, man, all you need is 10 more. 7 more. Can we get some love? I'm showing you love. Can I get some love back? I'm not asking you to join my YouTube. I ain't asking you to join my Patreon no more. That's over. The bandwagon is full. You can try to run behind it, okay? Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about inflation. I'm going to talk to you about money supply also, and so I think people need to, if you want to take 2 seconds and grab a notepad so you can question this, because people love to leave comments after they've listened to it and examined it, but they never call in right when it's time to really do it. So my thing with that is, I get what you're doing. You're trying to analyze what I'm saying, but you're not gaming fame off my page, dude. People are really looking at you and giggling. You know what I'm saying? Because you had a chance to call in live. I want to talk about the money supply for the United States and why the dollar's worth a dollar. And all you dollar haters, all you zombie apocalypse folks, for the next 5 seconds, you want to turn off. I'm not mad at you. Believe what you believe, but this ain't for you, okay? As of February 10th, 2021, currency in circulation in the United States was 2.10 trillion. Now, that of which they already say that 2.05 trillion is Federal Reserve notes. 50 billion of it's in coins and other style notes. But they also tell you that you need to reduce that by 50 billion for some old style notes. So you're really at about $1.5 billion in circulation USD. Now, whether you love the dollar or hate the dollar, you have to sit here and think about Iraq. And you have to think about notes in circulation and how much is going on, because if they're actually every day that the finance minister and also that the the CBI president comes out and says, hey, look, we're doing this for inflationary measures. We keep our money low because it helps with inflation. That's what they tell you all the time. And it's absolutely false, okay? Currency appreciation usually reduces inflation. Currency appreciation, not devaluation. Currency appreciation typically is the best way to thwart inflation, because it makes imports more attractive, causing the demand for local products to fall. So meaning that, let's say you're a local manufacturer and you make televisions, and your prices for TVs, even though they're superior technology, are higher than what we're going to call your imports. What they're going to do is they're going to try to make the price relatively inexpensive enough that people that are buying it from the inside out or the outside in, the inside people have opportunity to adjust their pricing, take that technology, make it cheaper, try to make it in-house so that things carry on. Outside imports are going to get cheaper. Imports get cheaper as you raise your currency. That's the part you got to understand. So when people tell me it ain't going to happen, you're not doing it, though, listen, they're not doing it. Dude, you can't keep your currency so high and inflation so high and withstand all the stuff that's going on with oil, the markets, currency you have in frozen, currency you have deals in. We're going to talk about that too. But keep in mind, $1.5 trillion in American money equals out to be systematically about a dollar inside of the United States. That's very important that you know. So please, if you're paying any attention, think about that for a second, because when I give those countdowns of how much money is in circulation in foreign reserves inside of Iraq, I want the same energy. Okay, I want the same energy. Okay? A stronger dinar also keeps a lid on imported inflation, which makes the case for a rate hike by the CBD less compelling. Anybody that understands a little bit about world economics knows a strong currency promotes national pride. A strong currency gives a greater belief system. Strong currency also gives, and I'm not trying to say nothing, but every country out there in the world has national pride, from a dictatorship to an autocratic government. But what I'm saying is that for people that really care about their currency and they're sovereign and they know what they're doing is on the up and up, having a strong currency is a strong sense of economic pride. We share it here in America. They share it over there in the euro. They share it in Germany. They share it in France. They share it in Swiss. Anybody that has a strong currency, and you can argue that with me once, whatever. Strong currency, strong national pride. Also, with a strong currency comes low inflationary costs, because guess what? You're warding against the imports. You can hate me or not. You also have to remember that because Iraq is a importing country, they import way more than they export. They need to fight inflation on the level of currency only, just because it will make it easier for not only the government of Iraq to buy goods and services, it will also allow the citizens of Iraq to buy goods and services cheaper also. Inside of what's going on right now, you have to understand the people that are currently in the government are not the people that are going to represent the government after you have a new president, after you have a new PM, after you have a new parliamentary speaker, which we have now. So I'm going to tell you guys why I really believe the Iraqi dinar not only is worth more than a little bit, but also because the people that are currently in position now won't be in position in a few days from now. So please, hold on, y'all. Sorry about this. Siri needs to shut up. The meaning of this is this. The people that are in parliamentary offices such as security and defense, integrity, oil and gas, foreign relations, those people that are there now are on their way out. The new people are on their way in. So when I hear people say, well, this ain't going to happen and that going to happen and Russia's gold backed their currency. Dude, the Russia's worth worse than Iraq. Why would you gold back it? What would that do? Even if they gold back to cryptocurrency, even if their SWIFT system supposedly worked, think about this. They block SWIFT. Any other system that really goes to accounting for major transfers of money anywhere right now has to be linked to SWIFT. And it's SWIFT. And even the Chinese variant of it is, and so is the one from Russia. Dude, stop making this fantastical. Make this about making sense so you can see your way through it. Every layer of crap you add to it is crap in, crap out. So know this. The finance minister's out. Probably the CBI governor too. If Kazemi comes in, you know his first order of business is going to be to set his cabinet, call to order, and probably bring up on articles of corruption, the CBI governor, as well as the Minister of Finance, because even Halabusi said in his speech the other day, look, you needed $22 trillion to pay staff to keep everything moving, to keep it going. We did that. We didn't have to borrow. We didn't have to steal. We didn't have to ask anybody for it. However, guess what we had to do? We had to increase the exchange rate, which actually hurt the citizens. It made inflation rise. That 23% was everything. And I know y'all have heard this from other gurus, and it's not new news. Yeah, if you made $100 a week, you got 23% less. That's $77. Kudo to all the gurus that actually stated facts, that actually didn't go with quantum physics, some other crap about Trump, or QAnon, or some other crap, but actually really gave it the real deal and gave people an explanation that actually makes sense. Shout out to every YouTuber who ever said it, especially about the dinar. Because right now, I really do believe that our time is to be united, not divided. As a group, as everything. They need to stop talking about exchange, man. Ain't no exchange centers. If you're looking for an exchange center, man, you're going to get lost. You might as well just give me your money now. No cap. If you're looking for program contract rate, dude, give me your currency now. You ain't gonna get it. There's no such thing. Be realistic about your investment. Be pragmatical. Think about this. When you hear this list of people that are going to replace the government in just a second, you can give me your own balls. The number one person they're going to replace for the new parliamentary standing committees is legal. Number two, finance. Number three, security and defense. Number four, integrity. Number five, oil and gas. What more do I really need to say? I mean, dude, they're going to replace everybody and anything. What's the topic of the news right now? And we talked about this 2 weeks ago, that they're going to be talking about Article 140, where they're also going to be talking about the exchange rate, because both sides now have put their leg in the stand. So if you're an NBA young boy or a young Dirk, someone's telling you to take a side. But how now? Both sides are taking a side. You feel me? Everybody's saying we got to change the exchange rate. Now, we could argue new era, post era. I don't know what they're saying. I don't speak Arabic that well. I speak it enough to give you guys the news from time to time. But I'm here to tell you that I don't know if they mean this previous era of 2003, 2020, basically, or back to 2003. If I knew the answers to those questions, honestly, I'd buy lottery tickets. It's easier. But I can tell you that all the people calling the finance minister back up there, for what? He's leaving. The CBI governor, why are you calling him back up there? Unless you're trying to make articles of corruption against them for the currency auctions and them stealing all that money. But more so to the fact that they need to go up to the Kurdistan region and said, dude, it oil between $70 and $120. How do you only have $300 million in your coffers? How? You have all these contracts, things that were constitutionally binding, blah, blah, blah. If you really wanted to get a hold of Iraq and all its resources, you need to start within the federal system. Anybody that gets paid by the Fed needs to be controlled. Auctions, herbal. Herbal is a drain to Iraq. Not saying it can't get under control, but I'm saying that these are things that instead of looking for fantastical reasons why this hasn't happened, look at this from a pragmatic point of view and say, look, now I get it. Get a hold of this, reel this in, do this. Form a functioning government. Have functioning committees, just like our government. We freak out here in America when they don't want to pass a budget. They're going to shut down the government. Oh, God, everything's going to go up in flames. We got to stop it. Man, come on, man. You think they're really going to let the government burn? Just like, listen, the elections were in October. The constitution of the elections has been passed. Iraq is doing what they want to do to some degree. However, what they want to do and what they need to do once they get pieces set in place are two different things. Once you get a president, we know we got a PM. We know we got committees. Then after or before, they're either going to replace the finance minister, fire the CBI governor, or both, bring them up on charges of corruption. And guess what? To the guy that keeps printing on my page, the United States prints currency and so does somebody else and blah, blah, blah. Do me a favor, miss me with it. Don't hit me with that. You don't have a channel. You don't have a position where we can give an opposing opinion. So quit posting crap on my page that you basically are probably a 14-year-old boy sitting there in your underwear greased up with Vaseline that are typing to me. Please stop. I'm asking you nicely. To the serious investor that hits me up on the dinar, wants to know what's going down, hit me all day. You know, you want to talk about inflation, you want to talk about economics, you want to talk about what we're talking about in the space. And shout out again, shout out to all the gurus that are shouting out the right things. If they're a guru and they're doing what's right, shout them out. If they're flip-flopping and tell you they're going to trade their currency, dump them like a bad habit. There's a lot of argument also about Resolution 1483 when it was closed, how long it will take to close, because it does bear a big contingent on what Iraq is doing. The best way to know that if the Iraqi file 1483 is closed within the United Nations is look for Iraq to make a major purchase for weapons, fighter planes, anti-aircraft stuff. They're looking for stuff for defense, major tanks, stuff like that, artillery. Once you know that they are making those purchases, you basically understand that the Kuwaiti consumption or compensation file is closed, okay? Because they couldn't purchase those things under Article 7. So please put that to rest also. The last couple things that I want to talk about is what's going on with the citizens and what's going on with the dollar and the dinar. So every week, the finance minister or the CBI governor has been on Iraqi TV, and I've said this several times, week to week, that I saw the thing about we're taking this back to the glory days. They're making the people think inside country, hey, dinars are worth more than dollars. So they're pumping up the marketplace for the weekend. The people go in to exchange their dinars for a dollar thinking they're getting a better deal, and then come Monday, just like Charlie Brown and Lucy with the whole football, they pull the rug out from under them, and the dinar goes way up in value, and they dump the dollar. See, do you not really get the power of persuasion with currency? And I know a lot of you are going to sit back, well, I want to see a gold back. You're not going to see a gold back. Get it out your brain. It's not going to happen. It's just not. I mean, I get it. I mean, you want it, and you're going to argue with me, and you're going to put nasty stuff in my comments, but guess what? I'm going to laugh at you, and I'm going to say, yeah, I get it. I understand what you think, but guess what? The gold metric failed. Silver metric failed. It's now an economy based on a few things. One major thing for a national push for economy is a belief in your economic system, especially your currency. It doesn't matter if America believes in the dollar, the world does. I'll say it again. It doesn't matter if America doesn't believe in the dollar, the world does. And so goes the world, so goes the petrodollar. Now you're going to argue with me, you're going to put stuff in the comments, blah, blah. I'm going to look at it, I'm going to laugh, but guess what? The most successful currency that's ever been on the earth and that will ever be on the earth. The only thing that might overtake it with some time and some diligence might be the digital space, but it has a lot to prove. I think also we need to hit on the federal court. They talked about that Kurds' constitutionality speaking, and I totally agree with it. They need to turn over all their assets over to Iraq. You got to think about this. Why is it the Kurds are allowed to make separate contractual money and they steal money? And we could argue that Iraq does the same thing, but for this purpose, we're going to talk about Herbal. Herbal sells oil, but they need Iraq to pay their bills, their employees. You can't be federal and not federal. It's kind of like you can't be in Ukraine and not fight. They want every male from 16 to 60 to fight, regardless of color or nationality. You're going to fight. If you believe in freedom, freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't free. Social freedom, economic freedom, damn sure ain't free. I happened to talk to a few friends that are in Iraq. I heard them speaking about Germany being over there. And I'll tell you guys what they told me that they said, yeah, the Germans were over there talking about the connection piece from southern Iraq up to northern Iraq to where those pieces connected, how they can control the flare units so that they can harvest more of the gas. And they will be able to provide about between, I think, 5 and 8% of the natural gas and oil that needs to go over to Europe via this pipeline. Very important piece to note because they said the sale just off the natural gas will help really subsidize. It's funny, even though Iraq should be diversifying out of oil and gas, if it taps into the pipeline from northern Iraq all the way up to the European Union and replaces the Russian supply or subsidizes part of it, would put Iraq on the map to a point where you think about wealth. Think about this: 100 million in the bank now. There's up to 200 to 500 billion in stolen funds. 500 billion, which is over a trillion for Chinese government. Then you have another 100 or so million just off of the sale of gas. You're about 1.1 trillion dollars in foreign currency. And the American currency in supply is 1.12 trillion. And the belief is that it's worth the dollar. So I get what a lot of people are saying, but Iraq is in a position with all these money that's everywhere to far surpass the United States as far as currency and to far surpass what a lot of people were able to give them credit for because they actually have so much going for them at the moment if they don't screw it up with corruption and malfeasance. But I think Iraq is kind of out of their control at this point. I think a lot of things are going to go ahead. Do I see something happening or in the next 30 days? I don't know. I have to see how fast the PM is elected, see how fast Parliament's set, all that stuff. And from there, you want to see moves about the finance ministry. Be patient. Trust the system. I'm not here to hype up the news, but I am here to tell you that the news is positive, the news is great, and you guys are in a lucky position to even be able to be in the spot you are in now. I thank you guys. I really enjoy our time together. And we got 93 likes and 160 people. Can I get 60 people hate what I say, but can I get 7 likes? Thank you. 1. Oh, 1 person left. 2, 3, 4. Over. Keep sending the love. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for everything you all do for me. And we'll cut this short, less than 30 minutes. Shortest video of all time for us. Y'all have a great night. I'll see you guys in a week.